Two Ronin were sleeping in a field, the sun just raising over the green-covered mountains. On their way to Kyoto, the bite from summer was fading, leaving the perfect autumn day. They groggily collected their packs and began walking to the south. Tell me, brother, after we deliver the message to Kyoto, what's the plan thereafter? I can tell you one thing, we ain't heading north, of that I'm sure. I'm not spending another winter freezing my plums in eternal snow. We shall head towards Kyushu and look for work there. Kyushu, the land of beautiful women and of horses. I like the sound of that. The sound of a crying child could be heard in the distance. The sounds of crying got closer and closer the further the two headed down the dirt road. White cloth laid on the edge of the forest, just large enough to be seen over the grass. The white cloth kept crying and crying. As they moved closer, they could see this was no white cloth calling. It was a child, and next to the child was a woman laid on the ground, blood dripping from her head. The two samurai dropped their packs and without thinking forgot the tales of old, of spiders and ghosts that claim this land. Miss, are you okay? Kentaro cried out as he shook the woman to no avail. She was colder than ice. Miss? Sora approached the baby and picked it up. Shh, it's okay. Uncle Sora is here. He looked at Kentaro. How is she, Ken? She's cold as ice. Sora looked back down at the baby. Its crying had halted, only to see that he was holding a bag of rocks. Get back, he cried, as he dropped the rocks onto the floor and reached for his sword. The ice woman opened her eyes at Kentaro, exposing her black, razor-sharp teeth. As she tried to clamp them down onto Kentaro's arm, Kentaro panicked and threw her to the ground, stumbling backwards, trying to raise to his feet and draw his sword. Back, foul beast, Sora shouted as he stood over his brother, blade ready to take the soul of a once noble woman of the north. The woman laughed. The trees began to shake as it flew out from the tree line like a bat out of hell, the Ushi-Oni. It let out a great and spat its foul venom, burning the autumn grass, its two giant horns pointing directly at Sora and his brother as it charged towards them. Sora dived out of the way as Kentaro lunged for the side of the beast, claiming one of its many legs.
You shall pay for that, Ronin.
The beast spat its filthy black venom at Kentaro and moved to claim the life of a simple Ronin. Kentaro ducked and weaved and rose his blade to block some of the venom. The beast's venom was no match for his ancient steel. The blade was dripping in burning venom. As the beast went to strike, Kentaro flicked his dripping sword, claiming one of the beast's devilly horns. The venom dripped down what was left of the monster's horn and burnt its eye. It cried out,
My eye!
It dove into the forest and fled. The icy ghost woman screamed, My love! Sora went to grab the woman, but she faded into a frosty breeze and headed for the forest. Should we go after them? Ken said. I have more sense than to chase spirits into a dark forest. Let's grab the packs and get back to the road. The two continued their long journey to Kyoto, knowing that wasn't going to be the last of dark spirits and foul women they were going to meet on the long road to the big city.